Janice Cobb of Seeing My Pet ID Tag. Engraved with your pet's info, they allow emergency personnel to start care for your pets if you're sick or injured. Head over to SaveMyPetIDTag.com and explore products. They ensure peace of mind for you and for your four-legged family.
I say it's never too late to be discovered. I mean, to be a star, maybe in a play. You are about to meet a talented terrier mix named Max. And he went from shelter cage to starring on stage. His people are here too. So he's got quite a great tale to tell. Please welcome to our show, the Humans. We have from the Barter Theater, we have Katie Brown. She's directing The Wizard of Oz there. And also joining us is Max's mom, Lauren Smith. Welcome, ladies.
Hi there. Thank you.
I love The Wizard of Oz, and I have to fess up. As a little kid, Toto was my favorite. So I'm going to ask first to Katie, what was the reasoning behind picking The Wizard of Oz to perform on the Barter stage?
Well, there were several reasons. When we're picking a season here at Barter, we're a professional theater and we put about 17 different shows on.
Wow.
And a lot of those are in repertory with each other, so they're playing at the same time. So you can come to Abington, Virginia and see 4 shows the same weekend if you want to.
That's nice. Wow. Yeah.
So when we're looking at the season, one of the things I'm looking at is what are things that I know people really want to see? What's going to be our big summer musical? And obviously, The Wizard of Oz is so popular. People really love the story. But also, our theme this year was home. Come home to Barter. And so that there's no place like home fit right in with that theme. So every single show that we're doing this season has something to do with that feeling of home because people really associate that with this theater.
There's no place like home. There is, right? Yeah. Well, I want to ask Lauren, because everybody's curious as a cat to find out about this dog, Max. So what's the 411? Give us the backstory on how you came to adopt Mr. Max. What was going on? And then we'll get into later how he got on stage. So, Lauren, tell us a little bit about yourself and your situation and what said, I love this dog.
So I met Max almost 6 years ago when I started dating my boyfriend, Forrest. So technically...
Please tell me his last name is not Gump.
No, it's not. You have a Run, Forrest, Run sign in her.
Okay, good. I knew there was a connection. Okay, good.
So Forrest got Max from his family who adopted him the day he was supposed to be put down. They saved him from a local animal shelter back in Colorado.
Wow.
And yeah, so Forrest's stepmom, she works with a lot of puppies, smaller dogs, and Max was part of the herd for a little while, but he has more of a big dog personality as opposed to all of her small dogs. And so she thought he would be a better fit with Forrest. And so Forrest became Max's dad. And Max lived with Forrest in a big house in downtown Denver where everyone kind of, shared some common spaces and then had their own rooms. So he kind of got to live a little bit of like the frat boy life, licking deer off the floor. And
say it ain't so, Max. Yeah.
No. And then when I came into the picture, things kind of changed a little bit. And when we moved to Appalachia, Max got a backyard. And, we got to go on longer walks, not in the city. And we adopted a cat as well. So yeah, now he lives a more chill life, I would say.
He has a diversity entered his life. What's the cat's name?
Our cat's name is Mabel.
That sounds like an old married couple.
I know, Max and Mabel.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I would say she's like classic younger sister vibes. She totally loves to bother him.
Well, please thank Forrest and the family for being compassionate enough to save Max's life from the shelter. And congratulations on you two being together and having a fur family. So, which begs oh, sorry, that's a pun, but begs the question, how did a nice couple named Lauren and Forrest with the dog named Max end up having Max be a star on the theater?
It's such a great story. And Max and I were on one of our walks that we love to do here in Abingdon. And, we were just walking along. I'm listening to my music. He has a very distinctive strut, I would say it's fair to say.
Really? Describe the strut.
What? I mean, when he's walking, he walks very fast and his paws are in the air pretty much and his butt,
But it bounces a little, huh?
Exactly. Yeah.
I like big mutts and I cannot lie.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. He's got little dogitude.
Yes.
Okay.
And Katie was driving along the road next to us, saw Max, stopped her car at the stoplight, switched seats, I believe.
I just jumped out of the car. I left the car at the red light and jumped out of the car.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
You know talent when you see it, don't you, producer?
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, so she came running up and I was like, I hope something's not wrong or
Yeah, I agree.
out and I'm like, hi. And she's like, hi, this is so crazy. I work at the Barter, the theater, and we're doing Toto or The Wizard of Oz next summer.
No, Max says the title is Toto. Come on.
Yeah, right. It was top secret at that point that they were even doing The Wizard of Oz. That was a choice for the next year. And so she's like, you kind of keep it under wraps if you can, but when the time comes around, we would love for him to audition. And so when February came around or somewhere in the spring, she called me up and I was like, we would love to. And from there, he did.
Wait a minute. Let's make a pause for a minute. You're sitting here walking your dog and he gets discovered in Abingdon, Virginia by some lady you were a little concerned about by the way she was driving and how she approached you. That's pretty fun, don't you think?
Oh, it's so fun. And I was a musical theater kid growing up.
Oh.
And I had actually just seen, I believe it was To Kill a Mockingbird at the Barter.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Knew of its legacy and everything. And I couldn't wait to be involved.
Are you okay that you're kind of in the shadows behind your dog?
It's so fun. It's been so amazing to get to see everything come together from rehearsal to dress rehearsal to, okay, now we're in the theater and okay, now there's an audience. Now there's a bigger audience. So it's just been such a joy. And everyone here is so talented. I can't express it. Every detail from the second that you walk in, the person greeting you, is almost should be on stage themselves. It's really great. Yeah, it's just such an amazing place. So we're very happy to be a part of it.
Well, everybody, we are speaking with a dog that has gotten discovered, and he is starring in The Wizard of Oz in a very cool theater in Virginia. It's in Abingdon. They're doing The Wizard of Oz, and we're going to find out more about this theater because I love that it started in 1933. You haven't been the producer since 1933, right, Katie?
That'd be amazing if I had.
Yeah, you look really good. You're like, what is that Buttons guy from? You look like you've aged in reverse. But seriously, I love this tale because it's a tale of a dog getting rescued, a dog getting loved, and a dog getting to strut his stuff. So you all know the drill. Right now, we're going to sit and stay, and we'll be right back.
Hey, have you heard? Four-Legged Life has a new digital newsletter. Here, let me show you how you get yourself subscribed. So you just type in Four-Legged Life, and that'll take you to the website. There we go. And this magic thing just appears, and you type in your email address. I'll use, let's see, how about coolestdogever@gmail.com. That's me. And then you just click on this thing here. There you go. It's the new digital newsletter from Four-Legged Life. Get subscribed today.
I love this episode because it features a cool dog who's got a strut. His name is Max. He's a terrier mix. and he is the modern day version of Toto. And like all of you actors out there hoping to be discovered, he got discovered in Abington, Virginia, by our guest, who is Katie Brown, and she is producing The Wizard of Oz at this amazing historic theater called the Barter Theater. So, Katie, I was doing a little homework, and it said the theater started in 1933 during the Great Depression. So, can you tell the story about how people actually bought tickets back then?
Yeah, we were founded during the height of the Great Depression. And at the time, there weren't many theaters outside of major cities.
Okay.
Our founder, Robert Porterfield, had a farm that was near Abingdon, and he was an actor on Broadway, but they weren't making any money. So he and all their friends were in bread lines. And he said, hey, everybody, we won't make a lot of money, but if you come down with me to Abingdon, Virginia, there's an empty opera house, and we can put on shows. There's farmers down there who can't sell their wares because people don't have enough money. So let's set up the bartering theater, the trading theater. And it was 35 cents or the equivalent in produce. The first summer, they made less than $5, but there was a collective weight gain of over 350 pounds among the actors. And so we've been running strong ever since. We work on money now, but we still do.
Thank gosh. I was going to say, you look pretty slender, so you haven't eaten a lot of ice cream cones or something. But so what an ingenious man, and what a thing for the community. Tell us how important theater is to any community.
Oh, yes. And here it has such an impact. We bring 125 to 145,000 people through a town of 8,200 every year. So
wow.
Lots of restaurants, lots of hotels, really incredible things that are here because of all those people that come through the town. So it's really wonderful. It's one of the reasons that we do repertory, where we have a lot of shows going. So people will come in and stay for a whole weekend and see all the incredible things we've got going on at the theater.
So how close are you to DC?
Not close at all.
Oh,
we are about 6+ hours away. Very west corner, really close to Tennessee.
You're close to. And how do people get tickets and come to Abingdon? It sounds like a great place to take a vacay.
It's beautiful. There's hiking trails. We're close to the Appalachian Trail. We are close to all kinds of incredible biking trails. There's great arts and music and food. But yeah, you can check us out at bartertheater.com.
And that is spelled that. It's BARTER theater. And is theater spelled ER.com?
RE at the end.
RE. I knew it had to be fancy. Okay. BARTERTHEATRE.
You got it.
Woo, do I get a biscuit?
You get a treat.
So you see this dog, Katie, with Lauren, and you go, this is the one? Or did he smoke the competition? Was there a lot of other dogs auditioning?
Well, to be honest, we liked Max so much, we decided not to audition anybody else once he came in.
Shut the front door. Wow. That's talent. That's star power, isn't it?
Seriously.
So tell us about what is it from your perspective as a producer, director, that says he's got it.
That's the one. So I've done casting for about 20 years.
Okay.
Human beings in New York or but a lot of times we have had dogs. We've done The Wizard of Oz before. We've done Of Mice and Men. Lots of different shows that have animals. We've had cats, rats, also birds.
Oh my.
And so when I knew that we had just gotten the rights to The Wizard of Oz, and Lauren's right, we hadn't told anybody yet. She was one of the first people to know that.
Well, Lauren, I'm so glad you can keep a secret.
It was worth it.
Okay.
But I knew at that point that we were about to announce it. And so I just thought, oh gosh, finding a Toto, that will definitely come, that looks the part, that feels happy with people. It's really a challenge to find. We have done extensive auditioning in the past. And I was at that red light and just saw him. He really does. He has a prance. He has a prance.
It's a prance.
And I mean, he just looked perfect. And I thought, I am not going to let this little guy pass me by. I'm at least going to try. So I jumped.
He's like a John Travolta on 4 legs doing Saturday night.
Yes. I thought this poor woman is going to think I'm insane. I leapt out of the car and I'm running down the street yelling, "Excuse me, don't be afraid. I'm your language." So, and I went up to her and just to say, "Hey, if you think that he would be interested or you all would be interested," because a lot of it too is the family.
It's a commitment.
It's a time commitment. And, you have to like really think that is fun as well, all the theater things. But she was immediately just all about it saying, "Oh, we dress up for Halloween as Dorothy and Toto."
I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh, it was predestined. So how many shows a week is Max as Toto?
At first it was 8 shows a week, but now
Wow.
because we're running in rep, it's about four to 5 shows a week.
That's a big commitment, Lauren.
Yeah, it is. And I will say that they have helped so much. There's an amazing dog handler. Her name is Holly.
What's her name?
Holly?
Okay.
O'Brien.
Yes.
Molly
And
Bryan.
she's developed just the best relationship with Max. And she actually helps us with pickups and drop offs sometimes.
Okay.
And Max just loves her. And it makes the process a lot easier. And again, just being kind of a theater nerd on the light side of things.
Right.
It's just been so much fun for me.
But he's got to know his mark. He's got to like Dorothy. He's got to not really like the Wicked Witch of the West. I mean, seriously, from your standpoint as a producer and a director, what are some things that are challenging for a dog on stage to do?
Sure. So one of the things that Toto has to do is definitely, come to Dorothy. So that was one of the things when we were auditioning, like, would he come to somebody who wasn't his mom,
Yeah.
And he's so friendly with everybody and seems to really like people.
He is
also
adorable.
really loves a treat. And so every time he does what he's supposed to do on stage, he gets treats. So he runs out at the beginning. One of my favorite, I say it every
Go
day.
ahead, say it. Yeah.
I give a curtain speech before every show where I welcome everybody to the theater, but then I stick around afterwards to watch Max's first moment every day because the audience freaks out. Dorothy's on stage and you hear dog barks off stage and she's calling to Dorothy, and then the famous prance. He comes prancing out on stage, and then he knows how to do all these tricks that Lauren showed me the first day I met him right there on the sidewalk, that he'll sit up and he'll roll over and he'll do some different things, and Dorothy does all that with him. And you should hear 500 people, they just love him. He's so cute. He steals the show from jump.
I love this. And Lauren, come on, fess up. Do you think he loves the pause and applause?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he eats it up. We've been joking that he is starting to think the applause is all for him. Like it's starting to with it.
So what about the scary thing? Does he follow her on the yellow brick road and things like that?
Well, in this production, what the director, Stephen Shellhart, really wanted was something when we get to Oz for things to be really different and magical in a different way. So when we get to Oz, we actually have a puppet that looks like Max that becomes, and so all of the creatures, the flying monkey, one of the flying monkeys, and the crows, and all, they're all pop like these beautiful.
Oh, that's creative.
And then when we get back to Kansas, we get Max again.
Yeah.
So when she first realizes that Toto looks different because he's now controlled by people, it makes her say, "Oh, we're not in Kansas anymore."
Perfect. I mean, so is there any other show coming up that Max might have a shot at auditioning, or is this?
Well, we had a company meeting yesterday, and some of the actors were suggesting, because Max is so beloved, like, can he be in Shawshank Redemption? Can he be in Cry It Out? What else can Max be in this season? Max.
That makes me happy. He loves it.
Go ahead.
He loves it too. I mean, this is like the best kind of doggy daycare situation for him because he loves people. Everyone greets him, with a smile. And like even today he sneezed and bless you, like 3 people, bless you, Max.
So I mean, like if you're out and about in Abingdon, Virginia, and he's not acting, do people ask him for his paw graph? Or take a picture or a selfie?
He has not been recognized yet.
Well, he will now.
I think now that there are more shows and whatnot, I think it will start to happen I have met people who have gone to the show and my dog was Toto and oh, he's so cute, so that has definitely happened.
Around.
Well, everyone, we're speaking with Lauren Smith. She is the proud pet mom of Max, aka Toto, starring in The Wizard of Oz in the Barter Theater in Abingdon, Virginia. And also joining us is Katie Brown, who's directing, producing, doing it all, and discovered Max at a stoplight. I'm glad you put your brakes on. That's pretty good. But I got to tell you, this made my day. It was so great to hear this story. And, you got to find, everybody, what's something that your dog, your cat really loves, really enjoys. And in this particular case, we got a star on stage who came from a shelter cage. And I love this tale. So everybody, check out the bartertheater.com. Is that correct?
Yep. bartertheater.com.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life. Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content. Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.